Welcome to Monday Night Vigil here in the GOI's Detention Center in Aurora, Colorado. Monday Night Vigil, free Jeanette Viscara. She's been here for 6 months, way too long. We need to get her out. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be starting soon, I'm sure. Picked up some stickers. Chingalaminga in Colorado. No, Communist Party of USA. Communist Party of the United States of America is hosting tonight. I didn't know what it said. I thought it said Colorado Pusa or Pusa. I didn't see the C. Oh my goodness. Anyway, thanks for being here tonight, guys. Are you talking about what Trump said? Or who said?
The Fox person who said something about, if they won't go into rehab and they won't
oh no, what about
they need to be euthanized.
He said involuntarily
euthanized.
Yes.
Well, and if they're forced into those things, the death rate in those jails, the jails is I haven't going to talk about that tonight. I think it's 12 people.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
And Denver County
Slave.
is 5 people in the last 2 weeks.
Slave Eddie, hey, thanks for joining us. I'm not superior. I am not superior. Please don't say that. I don't know how white I am either. And hello, hi, how was your day? Quit saying that. My day was okay. Thanks for joining us tonight for our Monday Night Vigil here at the GOI's Detention Center. It's like, Free Jeanette! Free them all!
Free them all!
Free them all!
You are not alone!
You are not alone!
No están solos!
No están solos!
No están solos!
No están solos!
Free Jeanette!
Free Jeanette!
Free them all!
Free them all!
Welcome, everybody. We brought the sound system down here so our comrades on the other side of this cursed wall can hear some of the music. Word is, we might be able to expect a phone call from Jeanette at 6:30.
All right.
Woo!
So, I was hoping that we could make that the beginning of our actual official, well, that's not the word for it, is it? Programming, and then get started with some other stuff before that. All right. However, we're a little short on programming, as when I get to my speech, I will touch on again. So if you, you have.
I have. Please go. So I'm Shashia Biel's interpreter. Please tell me if I'm like going too fast or too slow. This can tell me to slow down, or I can give you the same signal. So if I need to interpret you. But I'm just gonna share a few words from Jeanette. So, ¿me puedes oír bien?
Hola, Jeanette. Hola, Jeanette.
Hola, Jeanette.
Love you.
Hi everybody, thank you for coming all the time.
Yes, Jeanette was just telling me how it's always becoming like a worse and worse situation here in the ICE detention center, and so the necessity that the solidarity that y'all bring with the funds is so pertinent. Si quieres decir más?
Yeah. First, I need to thank you everybody for coming every Monday, for support not only me, support all immigrants in detention here. Desafortunadamente, nuestra comunidad sigue siendo perseguida y sigue siendo traída aquí a este campo de concentración.
Unfortunately, our community is still being persecuted and brought to this concentration camp.
Cada semana están trayendo un aproximado de 200 o más detenidos aquí, mayormente hombres.
Every year they're bringing approximately 200 people here, primarily men.
Pero también cada vez nos están cerrando los caminos para poder pelear un caso.
And ever more they are closing the pathways that we can open cases with.
Tal vez algunas personas que están ahí saben quién soy yo, tal vez algunas no, pero ahí está mi compañera McKenna. En 2020 tuvimos que crear un campamento afuera para pelear por los detenidos aquí.
Many of you may not know me, but here before with my comrade Marquena, we had made an encampment outside, so thank you.
Es muy importante que la comunidad se siga reorganizando porque las cosas se van a poner más difíciles y tenemos que seguir protegiendo la democracia de nuestras comunidades.
It is important that we keep each other safe and continuing practicing democracy in our communities.
Este miércoles estoy cumpliendo 6 meses detenida aquí como presa política.
This Wednesday, it will be 6 months of me detained here as a political prisoner.
Shame.
Get to Empire.
I'm sorry.
He tratado de estar tranquila, he tratado de estar fuerte, pero estoy muy cansada y ya es tiempo de escalar en mi caso y empujar muy fuerte con el apoyo de toda mi comunidad de manera pública.
It's getting harder and harder for me, but now is the time that I push forward with my case and with the strength of my community.
That's right.
En mi caso como persona afectada, pero también como activista por derechos de inmigrantes, estoy llena de rabia, de indignación, ver cómo están tratando a mi comunidad en las detenciones.
Every day as an affected person and as an activist, it gives me rage and indignation for the conditions that me and my community are under.
Ahora mismo una joven de comunidad asiática estaba muy enferma y no le estaban dando la atención médica. Tuvimos que estar gritando para que la atendieran.
Just today, there was a young Asian man who was needing medical attention, but they were not bringing it to him, and we had to scream and scream to get the attention.
Death to Empire.
Al mismo tiempo también estoy organizando aquí adentro una campaña que voy a promover a nivel nacional nacional, de hacer nosotros boicot nacional en los centros de detención, de no consumir comisaria, no consumir llamadas y no consumir videollamadas para quitarles los billones de dinero que ganan de nuestros servicios.
Here, inside and nationally, we are organizing a protest to not eat from their commissary, not take phone calls and video calls to give them revenue.
En el pasado había una cuota de 40,000 camas alrededor del país, ahora son más que 40,000 personas. Si quitamos esa ganancia millonaria de oraciones, vamos a dejar de ser negocio.
This is
Ask her
interpreter.
again.
Sorry,
Ask
this
her
is a
again.
paraphrase, but we're gonna cut off their earnings.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Hit him where it hurts.
Me gustaría también que cuando yo termine de hablar, mi compañera McKenna, que está ahí, hablara un poco de los esfuerzos que hicimos en la administración pasada con Abolish Denver para seguir empujando a que el sistema no trate mal a nuestra gente.
After I'm done speaking, I would like for Mac to come and give some words about what we have done in the past with the other administration.
También mi compañera de American Friends estará convocando a todas las organizaciones porque tal vez la siguiente semana estaremos haciendo una rueda de prensa para anunciar los siguientes pasos en mi caso y cómo vamos a escalar.
Do you need some assistance?
Would you like to?
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I'm not a
awesome.
professional either, but it seems like you're feeling a little
Stuck.
stuck. So if I can just
Yeah,
jump
you
in
can
if
take
you
a few
want.
minutes.
Okay.
That's how it's
Disculpa, Janet. Yo no soy un intérprete profesional, estoy asistiendo a la persona que lo estaba haciendo. Creo que quizás, como para los que no somos intérpretes profesionales, necesitamos pedacitos más cortos. Creo que lo que dijiste fue que, que vas a, que quieres que la gente esté en contacto con Piper para hacer una rueda de prensa, ¿correcto?
Put the microphone to the phone.
Necesito todos los grupos ahí para hablar con el equipo legal de la escalación en mi caso.
Right on
Okay.
there.
So she was saying that for people to try and be in touch with Piper because there will be a press conference where people will be updated about how her case is going.
And then she'll let us know. Piper will let us know when the press conference is going to be.
Piper nos va a informar. Piper will let us know when the press conference is happening. Sigue.
Ya son 6 meses que estoy aquí y necesito estar en las calles haciendo lo que siempre he hecho, defendiendo a mi comunidad inmigrante.
I've been here for 6 months and I need to be out in the streets already.
That's right.
To continue the fight outside.
That's right. Yes.
Free Jeanette!
Free Jeanette! Free Jeanette!
Pero
Vigil.
también porque mi familia me necesita. Ellos han estado 16 largos años luchando a mi lado y no sabemos cuánto tiempo más lo tengo que hacer.
And also because my family really needs me. It's been 16 long years that they've been fighting alongside me, and we don't know how much longer this is going to keep going.
Mis hijos han crecido en la lucha, peleando conmigo en un proceso de deportación injusto simplemente por ser activista y por levantar mi voz por los demás.
My children have been in the fight with me, in a fight that's simply about being simply because I've been an activist trying to defend my people's rights.
Estamos en un momento muy difícil de derechos civiles porque están violando todos los derechos en los arrestos, golpeando a nuestra gente, maltratándola, obligándolos a firmar sus deportes.
We're going through a very difficult time in civil rights because they're abusing a lot of our people. They're not simply deporting them, they're mistreating them, they're being physical with them.
El gobierno está utilizando a las comunidades mintiendo sobre que la gente que está aquí somos delincuentes. El 90% no lo es.
And the government keeps lying about how all of us in the immigrant communities are criminals, and 90% of the people are not.
Siguen manipulando el sistema, poniendo historias falsas de la gente al ser arrestada. Están fabricando cargos que la gente no tiene para justificar cómo detienen agresivamente a las personas.
They keep fabricating charges and making up stories about the people they arrest simply to justify these false arrests.
Yo sigo aquí documentando los casos porque quiero el día que salga tener evidencias para demandar colectivamente al gobierno y al sistema.
I'm in here collecting as much evidence and stories as I can, as many facts as I can, so that when I come out, I can denounce all of these false narratives.
That's right.
Pero mientras yo sigo detenida, ustedes son mi voz, ustedes son mis ojos para seguir protegiendo a mi comunidad.
But while I remain in here, you folks are my voice, you are my action to keep protecting the people in this community.
Quiero recordar que también vienen elecciones de medio término donde podemos cambiar el futuro del Congreso, ya que no están haciendo nada por protegernos.
And I want to remind you that midterm elections are coming up, and we must seize that moment in order to stop this do-nothing situation that they're in to protect our rights.
That's right.
Tenemos que seguir demandando a nuestros representantes federales que tomen más liderazgo, que no dejen que Trump tome todo el poder alrededor del país y del mundo. Está dañando grandemente al país.
And we have to insist to our federal representatives that they stop Trump's grab for power.
Yo seguiré desde aquí luchando, aquí adentro, sigo luchando por los míos también. Aquí yo no he parado de ayudar a la gente, de denunciar, de proteger las injusticias aquí adentro.
Ay, disculpa, fíjate que tenía problemas con el micrófono y no me concentré en lo que dijiste. ¿Puedes repetir? Sorry.
Que yo aquí adentro sigo luchando por los que están aquí adentro, defendiendo las injusticias y las irregularidades en este lugar.
Yes, and I'm still in here fighting to at least mitigate all of the injustices that are committed against the people who are incarcerated here.
Pero tenemos que seguir denunciando las condiciones inhumanas en este lugar.
And we have to keep denouncing the inhuman conditions in this place.
Y tenemos que seguir parando en este lugar hasta que paren las deportaciones o hasta que cierren este lugar.
And we have to keep standing here until they close these places or stop the deportations.
That's right.
Quiero agradecer que están aquí afuera luchando por mí y por los demás, pero esta lucha viene más fuerte. Quiero que tengan claro que viene cada vez más difícil y necesitamos más gente, organizar más, educar más y proteger a nuestros seres queridos.
I want to thank you so much for being out here, but I want you to be prepared for the fact that this fight's going to get harder, and we really need to keep it up to protect all of these people.
A nivel nacional, espero que nos ayuden a compartir la información en todas las plataformas, que se escuche en todo el país, que los detenidos vamos a estar haciendo nuestra lucha desde adentro.
And I want to encourage you to participate in the economic boycott that's being organized right now to keep up the pressure while we keep up our efforts here inside. De nada, Janet, mucho gusto. Me llamo Ramón. ¿Quieres decir algo más? ¿O hablar con alguien?
Gracias otra vez y que la lucha va a seguir, y espero que la siguiente semana puedan estar todos los grupos en la rueda de prensa, porque después de ahí vamos a escalar, vamos a tener que hacer mucho trabajo y mucho ruido en la calle.
Okay. By the way, she also, before saying this, she said to make sure that you get on all the social media platforms to get behind that economic boycott.
Okay.
And then she said the fight continues and keep coming out here.
Yeah. Woo. Well, we will. Turn it so she can see.
Te amo, Jenny.
¡No están solos!
No están solos.
Do I get this too? Okay, de nada, Janet. Muchas gracias. Sorry, I thought it was okay.
No, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna say something. There's a chant I learned in Merida. So when I say Denver no es blanco, you say es de colores.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Denver no es blanco.
Es de colores.
Denver no es blanco.
Es de colores.
Denver no es blanco.
Es de colores.
Welcome to colorful Colorado!
Is there another phone call coming?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Before I get started, let me ask, do we need a translator when you all are being addressed? Is there anybody who can't understand me right now?
Hay personas que necesitan traducción en español o prefieren traducción en español.
Okay, if that changes, just let me know. So, greetings, comrades, friends and family of Jeanette, neighbors, beloved community. I'm Terry with the Colorado May Day Club, CPUSA, and we're hosting the Vigil tonight. And I'd like to begin this evening by saying, Charlie who? We're not here for whoever the fuck that is. We're here for Jeanette. And for all her comrades behind these walls. And for all political prisoners. All prisoners everywhere. Free Jeanette!
Free Jeanette!
Free them all!
Free them all!
Free Jeanette!
Free Jeanette!
Free them all!
Free them all!
No están solos!
No están solos!
No están solos!
No están solos!
We hear a lot these days about making sure that the emergencies we face don't get normalized. Yet Walter Benjamin, a great revolutionary theorist, reminds us from beyond his own mortality that the state of emergency in which we live is not the exception, but the rule. So, how do we reconcile these two revolutionary but still contradictory tenets? By owning up to the hard facts. And one hard fact is that if we're going to build a world where kidnapping, imprisonment, torture, genocide, exploitation, eviction, poverty, and enforced ignorance are not normal, it's going to take study and it's going to take work. And that means unity. Study teaches us that unity doesn't just drop out of the sky to bless us. It takes work and study, like remembering that this land was stolen and then stolen again and again. The boss's descendants took it by slaughter, by rape, by sadistic mutilation, because terror and shock are among their tools of acquisition. As someone a couple of Mondays ago reminded us, Sand Creek is just over there. It flows from where the massacre took place to just over there. These tools were also used to bring unpaid labor to this hemisphere to build a country where paid labor could eventually be exploited efficiently enough for the bosses to make profits. So, our differences in culture, in language, in gender, in desires, in looks were used to pit us against each other, to blind us to the face of our common enemy. Now, that's easy for me to say, huh? So, those like me, whose differences give us privilege, must never forget that privilege, even as we struggle to dismantle it. Much as I love to hear myself talk, there are voices more important than mine. The only things important about my voice are that it's the voice of a worker, the voice of a comrade, a member of the resistance. Okay, and an artist. So tonight, like every Monday night, we have heard the voice of Jeanette and her comrades. Did you hear them behind her? Our comrades behind these cursed walls. We're hoping that we can hear voices of migration, of struggle, of communities who've been silenced all too often, but never forever. Voices of Palestinians. For the Palestinian struggle is the vanguard of all our struggles in the world as we find it today. That's a call for speakers. We have some speakers with the Colorado May Day Club. But we're also inviting those of you, especially from marginalized communities, who would like to say a few words, recite a poem, sing a song, lead some chants, to come up here and do it. Now, victory, and I know this is not a rally-ish sort of thing to say, but it's the truth, so I'm going to say it. Victory is not inevitable. Neither is defeat. There have been both. The victories seem all too few and far between these days. But there's good news. One miracle is the Palestinian struggle has shown up here Monday after Monday and been welcome. Because Jeanette knows that their struggle is her struggle, just as her struggle is our struggle. The steadfastness in the face of societal opposition is what is making our fight slowly, all too slowly, revolutionary. The working class will make it populous enough, strong enough to win. Liberation will grow out of the work. Free Jeanette!
Free Jeanette!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
We have a world to win. And now, even though we didn't necessarily plan on it, we talked about it, but I don't know if we completely agreed on it. I hope that he's not going to turn me down. I would like one of the co-chairs of the Colorado May Day Club to come up and say a few words as the hosting organization for tonight. We have two co-chairs of the Colorado May Day Club, the voices of CPUSA, right here on the Front Range.
I
Hi.
have nothing prepared.
It's okay. It's okay. You're here.
Free Jeanette!
Free Jeanette!
Free Jeanette!
Free Jeanette!
Free them all!
Free them all!
Free Jeanette!
Free Jeanette!
Free them all!
Free them all!
As I look around and I see familiar faces that I have seen week after week, I realize that we are going to win this fight
That's right.
sooner or later. They will not defeat us. No matter how many people they kidnap, no matter how they try to intimidate us, no matter how they try to silence us, they are not going to break us.
That's right.
Just like they have not broken the people in Gaza. Our struggles are linked because what we win here impacts and echoes around the whole world.
That's right.
Defeating imperialism begins at home. Before it is. The immigration struggle within the United States is a fight against imperialism. So I say, keep speaking up, keep showing up, keep showing solidarity. Speak to your neighbors, knock doors, talk to them about the people in prison here, and tell them that they want to see you all here, so that one day we can fill this whole street from light to light and force them to release them all. Free Jeanette!
Free Jeanette!
Free them all!
Free them all! Thank you.
All right. I wonder if maybe I should put some new batteries in this thing.
Is there another microphone?
There's another microphone, but there's also some batteries.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
You did a good job.
Yeah, NOGXU, we all made that.
Awesome.
We made these signs at the week.
Very cool.
Are you okay being
Oh, yeah, okay, totally.
I didn't make the sign. I don't know if you can't take it for
Okay. But you're holding it. Thank you.
Okay, I think we're back. All right. So, we have here communities of faith. We have here migrant rights organizations. How many union members we got here? Am I the, oh, okay, thank you.
There we go.
I was gonna say, am I the only union member here? No, that can't be. All right. And we also got some more members of the Communist Party, of the Colorado May Day Club, and one of them is my comrade Rick, whom we're here for right now. Here from. And if you got something to say, if it only occurs to you now that you got something to say, we want to hear from you too.
Yeah, let's try Chinga la Migra!
Chinga la migra!
Chinga la Migra!
Chinga la migra!
Now this, I want to do this one, and you got to make the whole accented. I'm changing something. I'm changing something here. You know, from Palestine to Mexico, we always say these border walls have got to go. I want to say from Palestine to Colorado, these prison walls have got to go. Try it with me. From Palestine to Colorado, these prison walls have got to go. When I was talking immigration struggles with a man at the local rec center, he reminded me of an injustice of an earlier time. he was one of the few Lakewoodians who was not hostile to hearing about my immigration rants. And here's why. He had been a child incarcerated at the Grenada Relocation Center, otherwise known as the Mache, during World War II, by Executive Order 9066. Using unconstitutional executive orders is evil, but not new. I believe everybody here understands that we cannot allow the Democratic Party exception to no immigration, detention, and deportation. I did hear someone at a suburban city council, not Lakewood, speak to that city council and preface their request by saying, of course we should deport criminals. Hell no! We know the right-wing fascists constantly refer to immigrants crossing the border without documentations as criminals, even though in U.S. law, even U.S. law, it is not a crime. It is a civil offense.
That's right.
However, that is no impediment to ICE arrest and detainment. One of the first court accompaniments, this was when it first started, when court first started, one of the first court accompaniments that I went to was one of the first of the whole group, the current president's first term. And there was a guy who, this was at the Alfred A. Raj Court. This was not at the immigration court, like it should have been. This was at the court just to the west, the Raj Court. Federal felonies. An undocumented man had come to Denver, and not knowing English, he rented from some Spanish-speaking people. After he had been there a while, his landlord asked him to stay a few days at the Motel 8 at their expense. While he was there, police alleged that a kidnapping occurred at his residence. The prosecutor showed a long video of cars from the air driving round and round and round. He did that for like an hour. There was, and then they showed a picture of somebody opening a drawer and they found a bullet in the drawer. The judge himself said, if this were not a jury trial, I would throw this case out. He still should have done it. The prosecutor showed that video. He showed a picture of the bullet. That was all the evidence there was. That's not a case. They returned a verdict of guilty of 1 degree of kidnapping. Later, I was at his bond hearing. His lawyer asked him, and I got up to this lawyer too. His lawyer asked him to apologize, which he could not in good conscience do. He said, if you apologize to the judge, maybe they'll let you out on bond.
So those are the kind of lawyers that they get, huh?
That is exactly the kind of lawyers they get. Yes. And how people get those kind too. The kind that just say, give up. So, let's try this one. Most of you know that Not One More Table the immigrant-run side of AFSC asked that our next campaign should be Shut Down Geo. Shut down Geo.
Shut down Geo. Shut down Geo. Shut down Geo.
Shut down Geo.
Stop Core Civic.
Stop Core Civic. Stop Core Civic. Stop Core Civic.
Stop Core Civic.
Yeah.
Gio, escucha. Estamos a la lucha.
Gio, escucha. Estamos en la lucha.
Gio, escucha. Estamos en la lucha.
Gio, escucha. Estamos en la lucha.
Vanguard, escucha. Estamos a la lucha.
Vanguard, escucha. Estamos en la lucha.
Gio, this cheapskate corporation is organized as an REIT corporation, that's real estate, to save on taxes. It passes on 90% of what the government pays it directly to stockholders, and then it borrows operational expenses. AFSC agitation made many public banks quit loaning Geo money. Now Geo's major funder is Alter Domus, a private bank. Its closest office is in Salt Lake, so that's going to be a job for someone else. Core Civic saw what happened with Geo and reorganized back again as a C Corp. CoreCivic is the corporation behind the potential new for-profit detention centers planned in Colorado Springs, Walsenburg, and Hudson. A major stockholder of CoreCivic is the Vanguard. Now you see why I said they need to listen. They have an office in Denver. Vanguard, escucha. Estamos a la lucha.
Vanguard, escucha. Estamos en la lucha.
Geo can be shut down. Recently, Alligator Alcatraz, you've heard of that one, was shut down, and a detainment center in Leavenworth was shut down.
Yeah.
Back in the first administration of our fascist president, activists shut down a California for-profit prison. At least 2 of the detainees came here. They had long distance calls because they were away from their families. It cost like for 15 minutes. You don't for $100 you don't get to talk to your family for 15 minutes. It was pretty nasty. I learned that if I used the machine in there but didn't use a credit card, just use cash. At least at that time, they took the cash without charging anything. I think that's probably changed because it's changed in Denver. They way overcharged for credit debit cards to add his account. The man I spoke with had been arrested 2 years previously and still had not had a trial. A measles epidemic broke out, which the Geo staff, of course, ignored. Shame! Shame! But this man used his Bible study class to organize a successful hunger strike. When I would visit, I would start at the far end and test the phones in there. These phones are so bad. When you go visit them, it started at the end down here and they went, one, nope, couldn't hear. That one, nope, went all way down the line on this. They don't keep stuff in good repair. So he showed me his broken hand. He held it up to that window, showed me his broken hand, but he decided they didn't like people having a hunger strike. They didn't want people to stop working. So they retaliated and slammed the door on his hand. Hey. Hey. So if you're interested in visiting a Geo detainee or becoming a pen pal, which is very cool, with a Geo detainee, they have the best program I've ever seen on pen pals. This is really good. Go to the casadepazcolorado.org, and there's you scroll down, you'll see 3 icons. Keep going down there and then hit the button. When you get a chance, when you look at it, you got to take some training videos and all that. And
you can come and ask me about it.
Oh, good.
I'm a volunteer there.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
I'm going to add one more thing, and that is if you're especially interested in writing to trans, there's a question for that, a special group for that, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. So I just want to make sure everybody heard that.
Put the microphone in your mouth.
Yeah, as well as
You got to turn on.
giving them a lift when they get a letter. It also eventually can lead to information we can use from inside.
You can't hear you.
Can I turn it off?
Can you help him, Terry?
Can I just talk louder?
Talk louder. Talk louder.
Okay.
There it goes.
So then there was, some people already got started. I got Valentine's down there, a whole bunch. I got 250 of them. And as many as I can get signed tonight, that would be great. It's going to take a long time. It's for February. I'm getting an early start.
That's okay.
You'll get a chance in December. They'll put out a call for it or something. But right now, when I can't do something, I stay at home. I use that. So,
yeah.
So there was a situation a while back too where immigrants were being detained in the La Plata County Jail. That was when we had a local Denver bond fund, and this wasn't the one by the city. This was one that was just local here, and we had the people there were getting treated inhumanely in the La Plata County Jail. So we had to have we probably gone there, but we wrote a bunch of letters to the sheriff and all that. County jails as well are lousy with profiteering. Aramark does a food service at Jeffco and Denver and all over. I talked to one person who's a relative who spent some time with Aramark at the Arapahoe County Jail. And she told me that especially when you got the fruit, you took a bite of an apple and it was maggoty.
Oh.
This is the kind of stuff they do because it makes a profit.
And they are called what again? Air what?
Aramark. And in Jeffco Jail, where I live, the unhoused people tell me all the time, they have going all the time because poverty crimes. And they get in there and they cannot sleep because they're so hungry. You cannot visit somebody in a county jail. And a friend of a relative down in El Paso, the same thing is here. She couldn't see her daughter they wouldn't let her see him. The reason you can't see people, and I just found this out recently, is that I got it. You can't see people in a county jail because the people who operate the electronic system pay the sheriffs to not let anybody see anybody. You have to use their tablet. You pay to use the tablet. You pay to use the tablet. Keep track of everything. You cannot even go to a place where there's a window and you can see them. This is everything is for profit. WellPath is a healthcare contractor for for Jeffco. They in the jail have been subject to multiple lawsuits for their wait and see attitude. You heard that here. Wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens. Until somebody dies, yes. And what happened with Jeffco is in the last 5 years, since 2020, 12 deaths. Yay! In Denver County, in the last 2 years, 5 people have died. Yay! Wait and see. This carelessness, this greedy grab for money with absolutely no respect for human life. So I have another one I want to do, but first, from Palestine to Colorado, these prison walls have got to go.
From Palestine to Colorado, these prison walls have got to go.
And in this one, we have the intention to end all detention.
We have the intention to end all detention.
Free them all.
Free them all.
All right. Thank you, Rick, who has been at the forefront around here of the conjunction of struggles. What the hell's going on?
It's on now.
Yep. Sorry about this, folks. Of struggles for housing and struggles for migrants. Hello. I wonder why that keeps happening. We just changed the battery. Huh? You gotta hold it?
Be closer to the speaker.
Oh, okay. All right. The good news is the call for voices that I made earlier is being heeded. We have speakers. Join that list. First up is Anma. Let's give a comrade's welcome.
My name is Amina, but it is totally, I understand.
Amina.
He asked like 3 times. That's all right. So my name is Amina. I'm fairly new to this immediate community. I come from out of state, but I really
Welcome.
love to see every single one of you here. I've seen so many of you week after week. I think it's amazing. I do personal work. I carry my med backpack here every time you see me here. If you ever need anything, please let me know. And I'm at many different protests. I have my little red scarf. It's pre-identifiable. I also do work within the area to help people who are unhoused, to distribute hygiene baggies. If I have not met you already, I would love to come, talk to you, know your name. Hopefully you can take one of my flyers that I pass out to literally everybody, and we can connect, because at the end of the day, this is about building a community. We cannot have any sort of collective liberation if we are not all collectively on the same page. And we need to be united as this specific movement now more than ever. And I just also wanted to talk about the intersections that exist that we all know. That these people being detained here today is not a singular issue within itself. There are also multiple different ways that the United States and the state continues to imprison and punish and brutalize human beings every single day. I want to point out something that I've noticed not a lot of people are very aware about. On August 30th, Rajon Belt Stubblefield was unalived by the APD. Mere weeks since the anniversary of Elijah McClain and blocks away. In broad daylight, there was a civilian who came in to try to help save Rajon's life, and he was stopped by police as police acted like they were giving him any sort of treatment and told everybody to stay away and stand back. Shame. Now, we may think that this is so far separated from the issue of immigration, but the reality is the same DPD and APD are the ones that worked to get Jeanette detained in the first place by not having a warrant, which they are supposed to have. Our police do not protect us. These border agents, they do not protect any of you.
That's right.
So as I bring this to your attention, I really, really want to emphasize that we here in Denver, in Aurora, with the history of the brutality of our police on immigrants, the brutality of the police on Black people, the brutality of the police on unhoused people, all of these people suffer every single day by us normalizing that these people serve and protect us. I am calling that, once again, I'm still in the works with it, but I want to create more community patrols. We need to be watching our own police, and we need to be able to help our own community with medical care. This is what the revolution will be. It is not just burning down buildings and tearing things down. We all can make our own dual power system. We can. It's not impossible. It's absolutely possible. And this is just the beginning. And what I hope and what I know of Colorado, as someone who works very closely with the children here, I know Colorado cares about these kids. And if we don't see it in our lifetime, at least we can create a system, a separate system, a people's system for us all to rely upon and for our children to build upon. So one day our children can all reflect, right? And say that there was once a time where we allowed Nazis, we allowed white supremacists, we allowed white nationalists to have a voice, to have power, and we don't anymore. And look at humanity now. Look at our world now. And this will be in so many different ways, with land back to the indigenous people, with reparations for every single group of people, including Black people, that were harmed by this empire. This will not come easy, and it will not come quick, but the sooner that we start building, and I hope I can meet every single one of you, building a separate community, the more we can rely on each other for food, medical care, daycare, every single thing. The more we can create these programs, we can have our liberation. We can care for each other. We can promote harm reduction overall. Because every single day this state exists, it harms people. It harms people like the people that are here now and in jails and prisons all across the country. It harms us all. But the reality is we can all help each other to create less harm overall. So I really, really hope that this call has reached you and we can all find our little moment or our little position in this movement, because we all have a position. Every single one of you has a place in new society, and we can get there. We can. It will happen. Inshallah. Thank you guys so much.
That whole thing about building structures for each other reminds me of my comrade Claire's, one of her favorite chants. Who keeps us safe?
We keep.
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
If you've got something, if you've got chants, if you've got breath, if you've got a song, if you've got something to say, come up and tell me how you would like me to introduce you. I'll try not to fuck it up again.
It's okay. Can I make a chant real quick? So
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
Let me make sure I know it right. Okay, yeah. I'm sure you guys have heard this on social media, but I'm gonna change it up, right?
All right.
Free Denver, free Palestine. Trump is the Hitler of our time.
Free Denver, free Palestine. Trump is the Hitler of our time. Free Denver, free Palestine. Trump is the Hitler of our time.
Y'all saw that on social media. You wanted it.
That's a good one. So, now, with a poem, I'd like to introduce and I'd like to say that the arts have a role to play in this struggle. And if you think that's trivial, you should come to a Colorado Palestine Coalition meeting sometime. It can be a very contentious issue, but that's another story. Mia!
I'm not with an organization, I'm just a community member, but I hope this poem captures a lot of what we've all been feeling. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I feel nauseous. Every day I come into work, every day I'm expected to act as if everything is okay outside of the work documents on my computer. I'm expected to laugh along with my coworkers about their dog learning a new trick. I'm expected to guide my students to resources, but not be their source of comfort, because I'm told politics has no place in our work. I'm expected to accept budget cuts without really talking about why it happened. As I eat my lunch quietly, as I'm expected to, I pull up Instagram on my phone, and I'm faced with red-rimmed and bloodshot eyes, sunken cheeks, and swollen bellies. I find children and teenagers eating grass and digging and digging and digging for handfuls of flour lost in the never-ending Gazan sand. I find mothers crying over their child's body and children doing the same. I feel my lunch rise in my throat, my body unable to grasp the irony of how it's willing to let go of food that these people have no access to. But I swallow it down. I let the bile burn my throat and the food sink like a rock in my stomach. I swallow it down because that's what I'm expected to do. I go home hoping for release, hoping my nausea will wilt. Instead, I find fear. I find my family submerged in it. Fear for the Palestinians being ruthlessly murdered in Gaza, and fear for the families being torn apart in our countries. For the mothers and fathers being stolen from their kids' elementary graduation. For kids being taken off the streets in broad daylight and placed into these concentration camps they call detention facilities. Fear for the possibility that it could be us. The fear has pushed the nausea to root itself all throughout my being. From my toes to my head, I feel as if it's taking over. Almost as if I gag too hard, I will vomit out my diminishing soul. I'm suddenly overcome with the urge to scratch and peel away at my own skin, wondering if I can make it a blanket to bring a sliver of comfort to people stuck in these concentration camps. Or I wonder if I can break open my chest and use my heart to feed the starving in Gaza. I fold in on myself, letting the nausea and the fear swallow me whole. I immerse myself in this futile feeling, wanting to slowly rot away into another lifetime where everything doesn't feel so hopeless. My phone dings, startling me out of my reverie. I find a message from my friend, telling me we should go to a protest together. Swept in the overwhelming whirlpool of negativity, I forgot about my community. I didn't recall the people who are feeling the exact same nausea, the exact same fear, the exact same hopelessness, and the exact same rage as me. The realization of my community fighting encourages me and helps me reach two understandings. One, the nausea will be present, but I won't allow it to overwhelm me. Two, the oppressor's oppression is fueled by my fear and my hopelessness. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for filling up our program. Keep it going. Next, with a very practical and yet a very revolutionary announcement. I've seen this person here Monday after Monday, and they keep coming back with the stickers that she's going to tell you about right now. If I misgendered you, I apologize.
Okay.
Here's Mac.
Thank you.
I will keep this brief. My name is Mac or McKenna. Jeanette asked me to speak a little bit about what we used to get up to, so I just wanted to honor that request for her. Yeah, so I also think it's important that everyone that comes here week after week know that resistance against this particular facility is not in any way or shape new. For starters, groups like AFSC have been doing vigils here quarterly for over 2 decades. I met Jeanette several years ago. I was in college, and we were part of 2 organizations that she founded called Sanctuary for All and Abolish ICE Denver. And we did a lot of direct action was really what we did with Abolish ICE. We did this kind of series of protests called Confront La Migra, where they live. So we went to the homes of ICE officials that live in our community.
Love it.
Love it. I have chills thinking about it, honestly, because we went, the former warden of this facility up until recently, his name's Johnny Choate. He lives like over in Centennial, and we went to his community, and they had been expecting us because we advertised it. And so his neighbors had a barbecue. They planned a barbecue. They had yard signs that said, "We love you, Johnny." So they really showed up for him, and we came, and they assaulted our cars, and it was pretty crazy. That was 2019. We also went to John Fabricatori's house. He was the ICE field director. They both are no longer in their positions. But we went to his house as well. That was 2020. That was a caravan. And then the culmination of my time organizing with Jeanette was the encampment that was here just down the street in that overgrown patch of grass right there. We camped out here for 79 consecutive days the summer of 2020. It was a really very life-changing, beautiful movement for me personally. We had 2 6-year-olds and a grandma sleeping here every single night, so it was a very family-centered. One of the 6-year-olds' dad was detained at the time. We threw a Frozen-themed 7th birthday party for her. It was just a really wild summer, and I know you're probably thinking, wait, summer of 2020, wasn't that the George Floyd uprisings? And yes, it was. And so we would take shifts going downtown, staying at camp, holding it down. So that was kind of what Jeanette was alluding to about what we used to get up to. And so if anyone is interested in direct action, she talks a lot about escalating. Definitely feel free to come talk to me. I'm no longer in that world because I'm a law student now. So, but I would love to help facilitate direct action for Jeanette and for everyone here. I also just wanted to say that I have stickers. They're Really beautiful.
They're beautiful.
My friend Isa, who lives in Mexico City, made them, printed them in Mexico City. Isa was a part of the encampment. They're $5 a piece for Jeanette's family, for Jeanette's legal fund. If you've been coming week after week and you've been getting something out of this, I would really ask that you throw $5 towards Jeanette's legal fund, especially at the 6-month mark. It can be kind of like a little gift to her and her family. So thank you guys so much. It means so much to me that you're all here every week.
All right, thank you, Mac. Let's keep it going. We even have light now that it's getting dark earlier on Monday nights. So, next in line, we have a lot of people who are waiting now. It's so wonderful. Next in line, we have Simon, who is a member of Denver Anti-War Action, but they were telling me that the speech might not tend to that necessarily. So here's Simon.
Thank you all so much. I normally do a lot more prep for speeches than this, so I apologize if I ramble. First, to every organization and person that's come out here week after week and kept the fight going here, I love you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Something about what Jeanette was talking about struck me so hard. They're planning on voluntarily cutting off their communication with their families, their friends, with the outside world, to strike a blow to this system when that's literally all they have. These 4 windows, if they do that, and the people going and visiting on the inside, the people writing those letters with Casa de Paz, those will be the only way that we are able to give them hope if they do this, if they succeed in this. Their strength is inspiring. Their love is unlimited, and ours needs to be too. We talk a lot about our struggles being connected from the immigrant rights struggle here at home, the Black Lives Matter protest, the genocide in Gaza, the war in the Ukraine, every single aspect of the violence being perpetuated against people in this world is connected, because the only thing that separates me or you or your mother or your father, your cousin, your sister, your daughter, or your little niece is location. If you were born in Gaza, you would be being bombed right this second. If you were born in Mexico and came here for a better life, you could be in that facility. My grandfather could be in that facility. I am a product of the love of immigrants. My great-grandfather took in my grandmother when she was a small child and had nobody because her entire family died. Because they succumbed to substance abuse, because their life even then in the 50s was so hard. And they took her in and they raised her and allowed her to become the woman she is so that she could raise my father and allow him to become the man he is so that he could raise me, so I could become the man I am, so I could stand here with everyone else and say, fuck this place.
Yeah!
Fuck ICE.
Fuck guys.
Fuck Israel.
Fuck Israel.
Free Palestine.
Free
Free
Palestine.
Jeanette.
Free
Free
Jeanette.
them all.
Free them all.
Free them all.
Free them all.
We have to make sure that every single person in this building knows that they aren't alone. So say it with me. No están solos.
No están solos.
No están solos. No están solos. No están solos. And that goes for the people in this facility, for the people in Palestine, for the people in Venezuela, for the people in the Ukraine, and for every single person being oppressed by an imperialist regime, while those people are out there crying about Charlie Kirk and the political violence. Every single person in this facility is a victim of political violence.
That's right.
Every martyr in Palestine is a victim of political violence.
Yeah.
Never forget that when they're telling you to cry over a fascist. Thank you.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. I love to feel the love coming from comrades when we gather together in struggle. but I love me some righteous anger too. Next we have Kathy with a couple of important announcements.
Hi. Okay.
Hi, Kathy.
I'm from First Unitarian Church Middle East Justice Group, and Sunday is the International Day of Peace. You all know that? Well, anyway.
What did you say? International Day?
Yeah, I'm breaking up, aren't I? Okay, International Day of Peace. I didn't make it up. You ended. Somebody, and I can't remember who, suggested that at 2 p.m., wherever you are in the world, you sing peace songs.
All right.
So that's what we're doing. At 2 p.m. at First Unitarian Church, 14th and Lafayette, and yes, there is free parking. We're going to be singing peace songs, and we hope that you'll all come and join us. Bring your friends. I had some flyers last week. I ran out of them. So, second, and this was really, really important, Jeanette's youngest daughter is still in high school. And we would still like to have a few more drivers for her so that the people that typically volunteer every single week can get some time off, like vacations. We're retired, hey. So if you'd like to volunteer to help pick up Zuri, and she lives in Southwest Denver, and that's where the school is, come and find me. Thank you.
Okay, I spaced out and I told Roika that Roika was coming after Kathy, but actually Nicholas is first. So where's Roika?
She asked me to fill in for her.
Oh, okay. Can you wait for Nicholas right quick? Thank you so much. Okay. All right, next we have Nicholas, a great comrade.
My name is Nicholas, and I'm an anti-imperialist. This hat does not signify the United States, it signifies Venezuela. Fuck the American Empire. The enemy is the rich. I don't know if you've played the game Monopoly, but once you start to accrue properties and capital, it compounds at a rate that is staggering, where ultimately there's capital accumulation consolidates in fewer and fewer hands, and it has precipitated as the billionaire class, and really comes down to the several thousand most rich people, and this is a part of their imperialism that they're the master class of. They are the enemy. Only several, just the richest people. And that's what I have to say. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, I'm so sorry that Roika had to go. And a great friend of us all, Arnie, is going to give Roika's message in their stead.
So I'm not Rakia. Rakia is much prettier than I am. So repeat after me. How do you sleep at night?
How do you sleep at night?
When you're destroying families left and right.
When you're destroying families left and right.
How do you sleep at night?
How do you sleep at night?
When you're destroying families left and right.
When you're destroying families left and right.
That's true here. It's true in Palestine. It's true in lots of places, Venezuela. And Rakia wanted me to talk about a fundraiser where this is also going on in Sudan. There's a fundraiser this Saturday in Aurora at 5 p.m. It's 1044 South Peoria, and it's by the Hamad Foundation, and all funds go to Sudan. It's a terrible genocide going on there too. Colonialism sucks, guys. Empire sucks. And that's all I got to say, y'all. Love you all.
Love you.
Okay, let's keep it going next. We have somebody that you heard from before when the light was still natural at the beginning of this evening. translating Jeanette's words. Let's hear it once more for Ramon.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Ramon.
Llamo Ramon. I'm from El Salvador. I came to the States at the beginning of the Salvadorian Civil War. That was 1980. I was almost 13 years old. I'm now 57. I'm a retired kindergarten teacher. I taught kindergarten for 31 years. If one thing I learned, if there's one thing I learned, friends, if there's one thing I learned, and first I want to say I'm a little nervous. I'm not often nervous speaking in public. As a teacher, that wears off. I am a little right now. I want you to have some grace with me. What I'm going to say, I don't know if it's going to land well with you all, okay? But what I learned from spending entire days, Monday through Friday, 9 months a year, with 5 and 6 year olds, is that we all start as children. And whatever our environment was, our influences were, our temperament we were born with, that's going to funnel us into the person we are. And it's very easy for people on the right wing to judge those who are born without privilege as they inevitably get funneled into the villains, the thugs, the rapists, right? But I also want to say that I believe the same applies to every person on the planet, including Charlie Kirk. Hear me out, okay? My heart really broke to see so many young people get on social media and spout such hate. But I understand where it comes from. But that is dehumanizing. That was a real person. A person who, in fact, actually would engage with people and debate them, which is what we need to be doing. I'm not a member of the Communist Party. I've never contemplated becoming one. But I certainly believe in social justice in a much more socialist democracy. And that I need to talk to my communist brothers and sisters and not dehumanize them. And I feel that anger is getting the best of our movement. It's taking over. And what we end up doing is dehumanizing each other and not hearing each other out and not coming to solutions. There was a night when we were here, and one of the folks who works here, probably a Latino, who had little recourse to other ways to make a living, was stepping out, finishing their shift, and our group started shouting shame at them. And I'm not gonna say I was ashamed. I don't believe in shame. Shaming is judging. And that is exactly how we dehumanize each other, by judging each other. So I hope that I'm still welcome here next Monday after defending Charlie Kirk as a human and as someone whose death affects me. Just because they were a human being and they were funneled into their anger the way the thug is funneled into his crime. Thank you.
No. Listen, let me say publicly and very sincerely, thank you, Ramon. Obviously, our worldviews are not exactly the same, but I thank him for reminding us of the humanity of everyone, and that's part of what we're struggling for, and to say you are welcome every Monday and any time as far as I'm concerned.
That's right. Yeah.
Because here's how I would put it. And Ramon would probably not completely agree with this, but that's okay. The enemy is not the enemy because they are this or that particular human being. The enemy is no particular human being as another human being. The enemy is a class enemy. The enemy is the structures that we have built that do this to ourselves and to each other.
The other little aphorism I wanted to drop in there is, the enemy is not a human, it's the system. And imperialism is real, right?
Yes.
And the oligarchy is real. And racism is real.
Yep.
And their systems. And people get born into them. And then we hate them for it. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Where does choice really start? I saw 5-year-olds that were already being judged by other teachers. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the grain of truth in the Christian doctrine. Love the sinner and not the sin. You know, and trying to transcend that is why me, a member of the Communist Party, a party with a reputation for being notoriously atheist, can make such common cause with so many communities and traditions of faith. So, it's getting pretty dark. Who have I missed? Who needs to say something? Who wants to grab the mic? All right.
Thank you for being
Then
here.
before a couple of chants, I was at a memorial service yesterday for a member of our trans community. For Harpy, also known as Ren. Anybody there who was there yesterday? Okay.
Carrier was there. I missed it.
And the people behind this wall, if you've ever been incarcerated, you know how imprisonment can feel like a kind of death. And being so involved in the Palestinian struggle, I have been confronting death and death and death and death and death and death and death all of my adult life, let alone the last 2 years, to where I don't know if I can stand it anymore. And, you know, I'm not even in Palestine. So think how it is to the Palestinians who are actually enduring it. So I want to end with a poem by one of my favorite poets, and then we'll do some chants too.
Okay.
But I thought of it yesterday. Dylan Thomas. And death shall have no dominion. Dead men, naked, they shall be one with the man in the wind and the west moon. When their bones are picked clean and the clean bones gone, they shall have stars at elbow and foot. Though they go mad, they shall be sane. Though they sink through the sea, they shall rise again. Though lovers be lost, love shall not, and death shall have no dominion. And death shall have no dominion. Under the windings of the sea, they lying long shall not die windly. Twisting on racks when sinews give way, strapped to a wheel, yet they shall not break. Faith in their hands shall snap in two, and the unicorn evils run them through. Split all ends up, they shan't crack, and death shall have no dominion. And death shall have no dominion. Though they be mad. And death shall have no dominion. No more may gulls cry at their ears, or waves break loud on the seashores. Where blew a flower, may a flower no more lift its head to the blows of the rain. Though they be mad and dead as nails, heads of the characters hammer through daisies, break in the sun till the sun breaks down, and death shall have no dominion. Another time I'll get that right and not fuck it up. All right. So let's close out by remembering why we're here. Free Janet!
Free Janet!
Free them all!
Free them all!
Free Janet!
Free Janet!
Free them all!
Free them all!
Free Palestine!
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 Free Janet!
Free Janet!
Free us all!
Free us all!
All right. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Unless anybody has anything else to say, be safe getting home. Come next Monday. Let's get the numbers back up.
You'll be here next Monday with me, right? We'd love to see you down here if you're in Denver. If you're in Colorado, travel to Aurora Monday night. Love to see you here. If you can't make it, I'll be here. Join me on my live stream. Remember that I love you. Free Jeanette. Free Palestine. Free them all. See you again sooner rather than later. Good night. Good, I'm closing it up right now. Oh, let's see.
Thank you for doing this every single Monday. That's